very simple and cliche is to say stay down. Sometimes you got to go up too. That's one thing that Wally and them been working on him when he's carrying a good fastball is pitching up a little bit more. Actually, everybody talks about down with movements, okay, but you're always letting guys get their arms extended when it's down, even though it's like you see how many times left-handed hitters hit a ball down and in a long way. So down's not always good. Up is bad when you're not carrying much velocity. Kind of what happened with Jimmy last night on the home run. They tried to pitch him up there again, and he got to the same pitch that he had swung and missed. Obviously, the off-speed stuff, slow him down a little bit. You look at the track record of their guys. I think we're seeing the cusp of that happening for them. So I'm kind of glad they're going away for a little while. I know we really must have ticked off Cleveland. Glad we're done with them, too. I was looking last night. How about James Hoyt had, 5 bangers at first base? 5 or 6. I think 4 of them were kind of reviewed, and he got every one of them right. That's pretty impressive. I hadn't told him that because he's behind the plate tonight. We'll see, but that's pretty talented. When we sit in the dugout in the stands and watch 2 or 3 replays and aren't sure about the third one, he got every one of them right. That's pretty impressive. Guy behind the plate did a good job too for a young guy. Anyway, I was thinking about that last night. That's a skill.
We've asked you about Wieder's back-to-back games many times.
All right, good. So we don't have to do it again, right?
Well, can we assume that if and when he does play back-to-back games, it will not be until after the All-Star break because of the way the schedule?
No, I wouldn't assume anything. I mean, Matt may come up to me a couple of days, say, hey, let's give this a shot before the break so we know what we're doing with it. I don't know. It could be. I don't expect anything one way or the other. I'm just excited. I'm happy to have him and Caleb every other day catching. So I don't think it's if, it's when it happens. It'll happen. It'll be kind of Matt's call. I think the question is, can he catch the third day? I don't have much doubt he'll catch 2.
Just for clarification to go back to Chris Perez for 1 second. I mean, if it's 50, he's obviously suspended 50 games. That could take you to maybe being a piece in September. Do you know enough about him to think that he could be on the radar in September?
No, I don't know much at all about what's been going on with him. I know that when we were talking about signing him a year or 2 ago, I know how we all weighed in on it. I don't even know if we ever made an offer. I'm not sure what Dan did. But, no, I just heard about it like 45 minutes ago, an hour ago. I do know there's some other variables there that figure into it, I think. So,
Look, last night was just the 17th come-from-behind win, and 7 of those have come since June the 4th, so it's less than a month.
Really?
Does that become a confidence thing where if you're down, nothing bothers them because of the living in the moment?
Well, I think the panic part of it. I mean, you're so far into the season when I think Saturday's 81 games. That's where you take all the stats, multiply them times 2. And I think you'd rather not get down. But, it doesn't always follow a script. I mean, it'd be so boring. I mean, Wei-Yin Chen last night, you're sitting there, oh, here we go again. There's a solo home run. There's another long home run. Oh, geez. And, well, it didn't happen the way the script supposedly is supposed to be. Otherwise, everybody'd leave the game as soon as those 2 home runs or not even show up. So I tell you all the time, a guy hits a leadoff home run, it's always kind of the kiss of death. But I don't think there's any special confidence, but they know they're capable of it. They draw on that. I think they really do. But if that's the case, you just dial it up every time you're behind in the 9th inning off the closer. They sent Nick Martinez down, right? What else?
You mentioned Manny and Adrian Beltre as, the types of defenders who are just, interesting to watch out there, the way they do things. You saw.
Yeah, they're very imaginative. They have great imagination defensively. It's like a guy, some of the basketball players, like Michael Jordan had great imagination. You go, geez, where do you get that? I don't know. It's not something they think through. It's just something they react to. But that's Manny and Beltre have a lot of similar. There's some really good third basemen in the league.
And you saw Adrian coming up in the NL West when he was around the same age Manny was when he started. Do you think that Manny could have that type of career that Adrian's had? And is that...
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of roads to cross. You know, everybody sees these guys at such an age, and they think that the numbers are going to do this every year, and they're going to end up hitting 74 home runs when they're 30. It doesn't always work that way. Heck, we drafted people older than Manny, okay, and are hoping that they project. So I try not to put too many. I mean, I just want to feel confident Manny will be as good as he's capable of being, and you know it's ours and his responsibility to, you know, because you know we live in just try to keep in a real world, because you know you can get out of that if you don't watch it. But he's got a chance to have a very good career. We'll see where it takes him. I'll call y'all and ask you about it. He's, 7 years away from being 30? Come on, man.